Steelers drama is continuing to brew again this offseason, and it's, of course, with another contract extension. So the Steelers, obviously, they had the TJ Watt contract extension drama before training camp. They got that resolved going into training camp. Everyone thought it was going to be under the bridge, all sunshine and rainbows for training camp. But another player emerges from the closet and says, I want a contract extension. And now the Steelers are back in a contract extension drama. And this is on the defensive side, of course. And this is with 36-year-old Cameron Heyward. So Cameron Heyward is asking for a contract extension. He wants more money. And there are some Steeler fans that are saying, pay him, he deserves it. And then there are some Steeler fans that are saying, don't pay him. Just retire. Trade. Whatever the case may be. I'm one of those Steeler fans that disagrees with paying him. I'll get into my reasons why. So, I'm not for paying Cam Heyward. I'm just against it. I don't see any reason of paying him. Now, statistically, yes, he had a great year last year. But he's been in the league for God knows how many years. And let's be honest, to start his career, he didn't really have some of the best starts. He didn't really have a good year when he first started, right? Now, as the years went on, he progressively got better, but still throughout the years, he has had some shaky years, right? He's had a few solid years here and there, but they don't outweigh the shaky years that he has had. I don't think he deserves to get paid after having one good year. Who says that he's going to replicate last year into this year? I don't see it. He's 36 years old. He's going to be 37 next year. What makes you think that he's going to play at 37 next year? I don't see it. I feel like this is his last year. I don't see him playing into his 37s, let alone 38. I just don't see it. Now, he's already making $15 million this year, and he's saying that he's threatening to set out regular season games, like all options are on the table. Listen, I get it, but you're a leader of this team. You need to not be selfish. Cameron Heyward said it himself back in March or April when Aaron Rodgers was saying, yeah, I might sign with the Steelers, I might not. Cameron Heyward came out and said, you either want to be a Steeler or you don't. And now Cameron Heyward is threatening to sit out regular season games due to a contract extension. I'm sorry, but you either want to be a Steeler or you don't. You're a captain of this team. You're a leader of this team. You shouldn't be selfish and ask for more money when not even a year ago, literally 11 months ago, you just got paid. If you wanted more money, you should have asked for that to start last year. You should have said, no, I want more money. No, the money that you're giving me, no, it's not worth it, right? You should have brought that to the table last year. That's on you for not bringing it. Now, he did say in a comment that he said he wanted to go back after he had an all-pro year to revisit the contract. And he said everyone kind of giggled. And I kind of giggled myself when I read the comment because, I mean, literally, you just got paid 11 months ago. Why, you could have just asked for more money. That's it just doesn't make any sense to me. You could have asked for, when they presented you the contract last year, you should have just slid it back to him and said, no, I want more money. Because then we wouldn't be in this situation. You signed the contract. You have to honor that contract. Why on earth, 11 months now, all of a sudden saying, nah, I think I want more? That's just selfish. That's not a leader. That's not being a team player. You're being selfish. You're showing younger Steeler players, players below you, like Derek Harmon, Yaya Black, Jack Sawyer. You're seeing all these younger players. You're trying to set a great example of what it means to be a Pittsburgh Steeler, and this is what you're showing these young players that, yeah, set out some regular season games so you can make more than 15 million a year. Like 15 million, you're doing more. You're making more money than a normal human being. Why are we complaining? You know what? If I was making only 15 million a year at my job or on Twitch, yeah, you know what? I would threaten to not stream anymore. I would threaten not to go into work anymore. Because you know what? 15 million? Pff, are you kidding me? I can go make that off the street, man. Nah. I want more. Like, it's 15 million. You're making more than a normal human being. Suck it up. Deal with it. You either want to be a Steeler or you don't. Like, I'm on the fence of saying just trade Cameron Hayward for Micah Parsons or something. You know, I called the Cowboys, say, listen, would you take Cam? Would you take him for Micah? And I'm sure Jerry Jones said, knowing Jerry Jones, he would probably accept it. But, you know, I'm all for with him being traded. I'm all for with him either retiring, you know. Like, this is just selfish play by a leader who wants more money when he's already making enough money for like the next 5 to 6 generations in his life, like for his family and everything. I just don't see any justifiable reason to be like, you know what, yeah, pay him. Other than having statistically a great year last year, I don't see him getting paid. Listen, being a leader of the team, you got to be vocal to be like, hey, listen, guys, like we got to get this one figured out in the secondary. Like, I get it, he's a defensive tackle, and that's another thing too. He's a defensive tackle, guys. Like, what makes you think he's gonna play into 37, right? What makes you think he's gonna replicate from last year? He's just getting old. I don't see him, especially at that position, playing how he did last year into this year. I just don't see it. But anyway, being a leader of the team, you got to figure it out. Like, the last few games going into the playoffs too, every team ran all over us. You're supposed to be one of the players to stop the run. You're supposed to be running those players to get a pass rush, right? If they're running all over you, don't you think as a leader you should pull the defense aside and say, listen, guys, this is unacceptable. We gotta do something to step it up. We gotta stop it, right? Now, I get it, the secondary isn't really like his job, you know, so passing game isn't really like, you know, was kind of all the secondary's fault. But outside of that, like looking at the run, just the run, Cameron Hayward has to be a leader. He should have been, after that Eagles game, he should have said, listen, guys, they ran all over us. We got to figure it out. We got to figure it out to stop the run. And they didn't. They didn't. And obviously, we all saw how the season ended. The Ravens ran all over us. And Cam Hayward did nothing to stop the run. And we treat Cam Hayward as if he is an X factor, right? TJ Watt is an X factor. Cam Hayward is not an X factor. All right? Me personally, I think Cameron Hayward's mid. When TJ Watt is out, right? Let's just give this scenario. When TJ Watt is out, us Steeler fans are worried, right? We get nervous. We go into a breakdown. Like, ah, shit, here we go. Not going to get a pass rush. Not going to be able to stop the run with TJ Watt out. Well, Cam Hayward's playing, right? The only thing he has to do is just play a little bit above the line, I guess, right? Play a little bit more up-tempo, right? He can do it, right? He's an X factor, according to some Steeler fans. He's an X factor. But that's not the case, right? When Cam Hayward's out and TJ Watt's in, how many Steeler fans are worried that, oh man, how are we going to stop the run? How are we going to stop the pass? Like, how are we going to get a pass rush? Not a single Steeler fan is worried because TJ Watt's playing. You see what I'm saying? TJ Watt is more of an X factor than Cameron Hayward. Cameron Hayward, when TJ Watt is out, you would expect Cam Hayward to do a little bit more to create more of a pass rush, to stop the run. But he doesn't. He doesn't elevate his game when TJ Watt is out. So, when TJ Watt is out, everyone is worried. And rightfully so, they deserve to be. Because TJ Watt is one of the best players on our defensive line. But when Cam Hayward's out and TJ Watt is in, not a single fan is worried. See what I'm trying to say? Like, Cam Hayward's not an X factor. He's not an X factor. He doesn't impact the game. So I don't see any reason of paying a 36-year-old defensive tackle who, like I said, last year statistically in the regular season had a phenomenal year. I just don't see him playing like how we did last year into this year, and especially going into next year at 37, let alone going into like 38 years old playing how he did. I just don't see it. Right? He's getting up there in age. At some point, Father Time is going to catch up. Listen, people have said it before. Father Time is undefeated. It's going to catch up to you. And that's exactly what's going to happen with Cam Hayward. Father Time is eventually going to catch up to him, whether it be this year, next year, or the year next. It's going to catch up to him. He doesn't deserve to get paid. He got paid last year. He doesn't deserve more money at his age when he's probably not even going to play in to 37, 38, 39 years old. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. No, there is another contract extension that's kind of under wraps right now. It's kind of like under the rug. It's not really that big of a deal as compared to Cam Hayward. But another person that wants a contract extension is Chris Boswell. And you know what? I'm okay with paying Bos. I'm okay with paying him. And the reason why I'm okay with paying him is because it's been a minute since he has got a contract extension. I think his last extension was like 2-3 years ago. So it's been a minute. And I think he deserves every extension, every pay raise in general. He's one of the best kickers in the National Football League. I mean, let's look at the kicker and look at defensive line, y'all. Kickers can play up to their 40s, hell, maybe even their 50s, right? Their body doesn't go through what Cameron Hayward's body goes through. Boz deserves to get paid, right? He is still an elite kicker. He still plays like an elite kicker. And I'm sure he will still play like an elite kicker going into next year, this year, and the year after that, you know. I am all for paying Boz, right? He's one of the best kickers. He's top five, arguably number one, the number one kicker in the NFL. I don't know any other kickers that are better than Boz, right? No, don't come at me with Cam Little. All right, yeah, that's 70-yard field goal. That was just a preseason in one show. But yeah, I'm okay with paying Boz, not okay with paying Cam, right? Cameron Hayward needs to figure it out. He either needs to play on a contract, retire, or the Steelers just need to be like, you know what? You either want to be on the team or you don't. And shut him out. Let me know what you guys think about this whole contract extension drama with Cameron Hayward. Let me know what you guys think, if we deserve to pay him, or if we don't deserve to pay him, or if you're not even a Steelers fan, let me know what you guys think about this whole contract extension drama that the Steelers are having. I appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. I love you guys. Y'all stay safe out there. Until next time. Peace.